That was All Night Long by Common and Erykah Badu. We back at it. Peace and love, y'all.
All right. I am Jones in the studio today, right here on Blazing in the Morning. This is Earth 9 Artist. Okay, why you going off? You acted up. You really acted up just like for this interview, okay?
I'm not doing anything.
I need you to act right, okay?
I am acting right.
Can we talk?
We can talk.
Can we talk, guys?
Yeah, we can speak.
What would you define yourself as?
Well, first, I didn't bring poetry back into rap. You gotta talk to Badu and Mos Def and Common and Talib for that kind of thing. But I define myself as an artist. I don't want to make myself more mighty than I am. Our Father, no matter what you believe, gave me all those things. You know what I'm saying? So he made me a writer. He made me an artist. He made me a dancer. He made me a painter. He made me all those things, and I just try to do it. So I just simply call myself an artist because anything that you have an emotional connection with should be your art. So that's what I do. I don't define myself and as one thing, and I don't adhere to any particular genre. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
Yeah, because I can't. It's impossible. I can't do it. It would hurt.
Now, to genre-wise, like I said, you're very into rock and roll.
I love it.
And you want to bring that back. I grew up on your sound, and I think this is why I cling to it. Your first project that you have out, this is The Last Night at Billy Lyons, Part 1.
Part 1.
And we have a Part 2 coming soon. When
we
can
do
you
have
tell
a
us
part
it's coming?
2. Part 2 is coming soon. It's coming like in May, April, May time.
Okay.
Because you can't cook up an album in a week. You can't do
True.
it. You can try, but it sucks. I can't do that. I take my cues from a long time ago. Outkast, they won everything, but it was like, yo, this is gonna take some time. We got home cooking. Just give us a minute and we're gonna give it to you right. And that's how I feel. Like, I don't wanna put out an album in a week just because everybody's telling me, hey, we want another album. So that's why I'm just putting out a little mixtape. It's called Urban Fiasco Part 2. It's gonna be out, I believe, next week. Just to give the people something while I work on it. Just the appetizer while I work on the full course.
So what can we expect from the appetizer, Urban Fiasco?
It's very jazzy. It's extremely jazzy. Along with rock and roll, I love jazz, so it has a lot of those jazz hits in it, but it's a lot of hip hop as well.
Okay.
It's basically a small portion of what I already am. There's poetry, there's jazz, there's hip hop, there's singing. I even got an instrumental on there, and it's only 5 songs. None of the songs are over 3 minutes. It's just like, dang, that was it. Like we caught lightning in a bottle with this mixtape, and that's what I want to give out.
Called Lightning in a Bottle.
Called Lightning in a Bottle.
Now, tell me, I was confused about the title. You said The Last Night at Billy Lyons.
Yes.
And that kind of brought me back to some, like, Black Snake Moan type stuff. What's the story on the title of this?
All right, Last Night at Billy Lyons. I'm a filmmaker.
Okay.
And
you're a film major as well. You're in school.
Yes, I'm at the Art Institute of Phoenix. I graduate this summer. Hey, so appreciate it. Woo! You better graduate. You better not do all that thing and don't graduate. You are
really?
Terrible. But no, The Last Night of Billy Lyons is a concept album. Because I'm a film major, I love concept. So I wrote a scene and I scored the scene, and that's where the album came from. Billy Lyons is basically nobody, but he is connected through tragedy to a famous black character called Stagger Lee, the greatest, baddest black man to ever live. So,
not Shaft?
No, not Shaft.
I
It was
Shaft.
Stagger
I
Lee.
always thought
It was Stagger. It's Stagger Lee.
Not Black Dynamite.
Know your history. It's Stagger Lee.
Okay.
He's a cold man. He was baptized in steak knives. You know, he's a bad man. So. There's a part in Black Snake Moan was like, and that's when that bad man Billy Lyons walked in. I was like, you know what? I don't know anything about Billy Lyons besides that Stagger Lee killed him. So I wrote an album about the last weekend of his life. So the part 1 and the EP part 1 was just an introduction of the environment of where the story is taking place, and part 2 is the actual full-length story.
Man, people really want this.
I want to give it to you, but I want to give it to you right, yo. Like, I want to like...
Pause. I'm done.
Wow.
Interview over.
That's what she said.
I'm sorry, you did it.
I want to, well, you know what?
I had to get my Steve Carell moment. I'm sorry.
I really want to present it the right way, because when I drop it, I want it to be like classic. You know how people, the VH1, we didn't know what we had. I know what I got.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't know we were making classic. I sure do know I'm treating it as such. So
okay.
When it comes, I want y'all to be like, yeah, that's why we waited.
Really?
And then you'll wait another 2 years to do something else.
Sure. But you see holding out and truly honing and creating that craft. You see that as necessary, right? Like you don't see the need in rushing a project.
No, it's absolutely necessary. You make Thanksgiving dinner in 3 hours? I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can go to McDonald's, but it's not good for you.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
Fast food restaurants, they're good. Like people who pop off with singles they're not. They make good songs, but they don't make good albums. You have to. The album is an all-encompassing body of work. You know what I'm saying? Especially because I'm going another way, making a concept album in the styles of Dark Side of the Moon, in the styles of What's Going On. Because it's all one linear. It's all a story. It has to make sense, and it has to be done exactly the right way, or it won't work.
Okay, you said that you want to make concept albums. Then what are some of your favorite albums of all time? Top 3.
Top 3? Dang. Why you do it like that? Aquemini?
Okay.
Yes. Just 3?
Okay, 5. I feel like if you could list them, like a lot of people.
Aquemini.
Okay.
B.
Okay.
Dark Side of the Moon.
Okay.
Get Lifted.
Okay.
And Beautiful Dark Fantasy.
Really?
That album musically is amazing.
It was incredible.
People be like, I don't like Kanye. Why not?
Why
you
not?
don't like him because everybody else say they don't like him. The dude is a genius.
Yeah.
Hold on. He's a musical
genius. Yeah. Last question.
Yes, sir.
Your musical influences. You got your top 5. Who would you say that you draw your most influence from, or are you paving your own sound?
Musical influence. There's nothing new under the sun. Everything comes from something else. The idea is to respect and progress it. My musical influences. The entire genre of gospel music, because for some reason my house it was all gospel and then rock and roll for some reason, right? So all of them: Aretha Franklin, Kurt Franklin, because that meant we could dance in church, Led Zeppelin, and Common.
All right,
that was my music influence.
That's it.
I want you.